Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Walters Wanderings Travel Podcast. My name is Scott Walters, and I'm here today with Daniel Jimenez. He represents Playa Resorts, a bunch of all-inclusive resorts throughout the Caribbean of different various types, both family style and all adult. And it's going to be a good time to talk with him about that because it's never too early to plan your vacation escape, especially given the weather I'm having right here, which is kind of dreary and 40-degree rain, which is like blah. So Daniel's going to talk about Playa Resorts. Before we do that, if you do book any of the Playa Resort properties with Walters Wanderings Travel, I will make sure you get a $50 resort credit you can use at the resort for the things that aren't all inclusive because nothing is ever all inclusive. There's always like that little thing like the spa or an excursion or something else. So I'll provide you with $50 if you stay 4 nights or more at any of the Playa properties. So Daniel, welcome aboard and thanks for being on the podcast today.
Oh, it's my pleasure to be here. It's great to see you, and I can't wait to talk a little bit about Playa.
All right, so let's do a little bit of background about the brand. Playa Resorts, what's it about? When did it start? Stuff like that.
So Playa Resorts has been around and is one of the leaders as a management company in the all-inclusive space. What Playa Resorts does is we not only own some of the properties that we manage, but we also help other companies manage their properties as a sales, marketing, and operations division. So what we do is we come in, we take over, we provide that excellent service that Playa is known for in terms of making sure that everything is working operationally, the service from the heart, which is something that is a brand standard with Playa, which means that whenever you interact with any Playa employee, whether it's the CEO or the bellman when you first arrive, we're always going to get that personalized service from the heart. With Playa Resorts, we currently have 25 hotels under our management with more to come. And we are very excited about the future and continuing to grow with many different brands. What I love about the Playa brand is while we do have so many properties, it's still very much a family. So you might hear big names throughout the different brands that we represent, things like Hilton, Hyatt, Marriott, but you're going to also know that we're a personalized service. And that's one of the things that I think sets us apart from a lot of other big all-inclusive chains.
Well, that's very interesting. 25 resorts. What countries are these resorts in?
So we're currently located in Mexico, Dominican Republic, and Jamaica.
So basically, we have the three most notable areas for all inclusives, I would say, when it comes to that kind of resort in the Caribbean. And they're all excellent choices, and they all have different vibes. There's no doubt about that.
For sure.
Now, under the Playa umbrella, we have family resorts and adult-only resorts, and talk about some of the differences that you would have if you were going as a family or a family group, perhaps, or going as a couples, or maybe like a bachelorette party or something like that.
What's great about all of our different brands is that we have something for every group and every budget, right? So, we have, for example, our Wyndham Ultra properties. We have in Cancun, we have in Riviera Nayarit, we have these all great family-friendly all-inclusives. We have an adults-only property in Playa del Carmen, right? So that's going to be where we start with our awesome service. We're going to start with a new brand from Wyndham, another big name in the hotel space, providing that service from the heart. We have 3 pillars at Playa that we focus on, and that's going to be our entertainment, our food quality, and our wellness. And that's across every single Playa hotel that you will notice those 3 pillars throughout. So when you're starting off, you're looking at your budget and you're not sure if you want to go with the high-end price tag, you're going to have a great option with those Wyndham hotels. We also have our jewel brands. So we have the awesome jewel brands in Jamaica, as well as the brand new 2 that just opened in Dominican Republic. So once again, these are family friendly. These are budget friendly, but they're not budget hotels. When you get there, you feel that experience, the food quality, absolutely gorgeous. These are luxury properties. So when you get there, it's one of those things that you feel as soon as you arrive. And then we have, of course, the Hilton brands. We have the Hilton All-Inclusives in Rose Hall, which is family friendly. We have La Romana, which has that family friendly and adults only side. So when you're talking about these multi-generational groups, it fits right in. It's perfect because you have, for example, a destination wedding. maybe not everybody wants to be around kids. Maybe grandma, grandpa, some of the friends, they want to stay on the adults only side. And you and the kids, maybe you want to stay over on the family side. If you're over 18, you get back and forth privileges. So you have that ability to enjoy the entire resort. Even if you're staying on the family side, you can go to the adults only side and vice versa. That's also how it works at some of our Hyatt properties. So we have our Hyatts in Rose Hall, Hyatt Ziva and Zilara, which are directly next to each other. Once again, if you're over 18, you have those exchange privileges. In Cap Cana, or as well, you have those exchange privileges that you can go back and forth. Now, when you get to Mexico, they're not located adjacent to each other like they are in Dominican Republic or Jamaica, so can't exactly go back and forth. But for example, at our Hyatt Ziva Cancun, our family-friendly brand there, you're going to see that there's the Turquoise Tower, which is our adults-only tower. So we have something for every taste. We have our adults-only Hyatt Zilara in Cancun as well, and then a family-friendly Hyatt Ziva in Riviera Maya, and then the Hyatt Zilara Riviera Maya, which just opened up, brand new property. Very excited about that one. So lots of different options. When you get down into Playa del Carmen, we have our Hilton Playa del Carmen, and directly across the street, we have our Wyndham Playa del Carmen. And then up the road a little bit, we have Yucatan, which is a Tapestry by Hilton hotel. You still get that all-inclusive experience without being right on the beach, but you're going to be right in the thick of Playa del Carmen. So if you're looking for a bachelor, bachelorette, if you're looking for that adult experience where you want to actually go out into the city, immerse yourself into Playa del Carmen, go up and down the shopping and the nightlife of Fifth Avenue, it's a great option. When you want that beach experience, you can actually upgrade and you can go down to the Hilton Playa del Carmen and experience the beach and the property over there. So you kind of get the best of both worlds. So when you're looking at all of our different properties, and I apologize, if you're looking for that high-end, adults-only luxury experience, in Dominican Republic, we have Sanctuary, which is one of the top all-inclusive resorts out there. It is absolutely phenomenal. You're definitely going to want to check that one out if you're looking for that adults-only experience. Honeymoons, if you want that high-end luxury, but still the convenience of the all-inclusive, Sanctuary is a great option. So, when you're looking at the different brands, you're going to see Hyatt Ziva, right? Ziva is 4 letters, Kids is 4 letters. So when you see Ziva, that's the family brand. And then when you see Zilara, that's going to be your adults only.
Well, adults is 6 letters. So there you go. We got that figured out.
All right.
So let's talk about this new Hyatt Zilara that just opened up. What are some of the outstanding features of that resort that make it special besides the brand new smell?
Well, when you walk in, you feel that it immerses you into that local area. It's got a beautiful beach, which in that area of Riviera Maya is rare. So it's got this wide, beautiful beach, this oceanfront restaurant where you have a little beach club. So you can go there. You're going to have a great experience in terms of the food, but you're also going to get that vibe, that nightlife that maybe you don't get at every resort right there on the beach. It's got some awesome room categories, including our plunge pools. So we have these private plunge pools where basically it's just you and that's it. We also have swim up rooms where it's a little bit more shared, but those private plunge pool rooms are really something. They're absolutely gorgeous. You have locations for weddings, for group events, and of course the food quality is always going to be something that I rave about, just because when we come in as Playa, we want to make sure that we raise the level to the highest standards. My favorite part about that hotel is the spa. Once again, it's immersing you into that destination. So the spa is actually, you take a cart over to the spa in the jungle, right? So when you go into the hydrotherapy, you're looking out into the jungle. You can see to your left, there's a cenote right there that you can look out into as you're in the hot tub, as you're enjoying the hydrotherapy before your spa treatment. So lots of great options there.
Now, the cenote, is that something we could just jump into, or, since it's there, or?
This particular one, no. But there are options for tours, excursions that you can go out.
Okay, well, you always have to check. I'm a big fan of that kind of experience. So, it's real. Cenotes are really an underrated part of the whole Cancun, Riviera Maya region, and any way we can get people to go to one, I think they really enjoy it. I've never had anyone say they were disappointed by going to a cenote. Never.
Yeah. I love the cenote experience. I think it's definitely something everyone should experience at least once.
That's true. Now, question. You do mention some of these name brands that we all know and trust: Hilton, Marriott, Hyatt, Wyndham. I know a lot of my clients are, loyal to their brand, and that's great because I love loyalty. I tend to be a loyalty kind of guy myself. I just want to just say that, and you can confirm this, that if someone wants to book one of the properties that has a branding like a Hilton or a Marriott, etc., that I can go through with my direct booking portals that I have through these companies, Wyndham and Hyatt and Marriott and the Hilton, and I can actually make sure that the client gets their points.
Yes, yeah, and that's one of the best parts about Playa is that we work with the travel advisors, so you get that awesome personalized experience with the planning from your travel advisor, but you still get those benefits that you're used to when it comes to the Hilton, Hyatt, Marriott points, Wyndham as well.
It's a huge win for clients that say a couple wants to do the 20th wedding anniversary, and they get the points, and then they're able to take the kids on another vacation separately using the points, and I have no problem with that because again, I'm a point user myself when it comes time to do that, so that's great. Other features and benefits of the Playa Resorts that we might not have talked about. Other activities that might be on site. Are there kids clubs at the family resorts? Is there golf? What other things can you find?
Okay, yeah, there's some excellent golf courses. Let's start there. Just being in the destinations that we are, these are some of the top golf destinations, especially when you look at places like Cap Cana. You have some of the premier PGA golf courses in the world, as well as in Jamaica. We are situated in between 3 amazing golf courses, world-class golf courses. Now, in Mexico, I mean, the world is your oyster there. There is so many beautiful golf courses available to you there. If you're traveling with the family, if you're traveling with the kids, we do have kids clubs at the various family-friendly Hyatts and Hiltons. So if you're looking at the Hyatt Ziva, you've got awesome kids clubs. You also have teen clubs with the Wyndhams. You also have a beautiful teen area. At the one in Cancun, it's got, virtual reality. It's got arcade video games. It's got the Xboxes. Places to hang out. And then when at the end of the day, when you're looking at teenagers, we have Wi-Fi, so that's all they need. They're gonna go sit down and text their friends and do Snapchat and all those different things.
Cool.
There's also cool tours available as well that will immerse you into that local area that are available. Just working with the travel advisor, Scott will be able to help you out with that. And we have if you're 4 until 12, you'll be in the kids club. 13 to 17, you can go over to the teen club. If you're under 4 years old, we have various babysitting options available as well.
So it basically covers the whole family unit, no matter how old, which is great because, again, I know a lot of families are always looking to see, what's going on. Another thing for the tech savvy out there, is there an app that people can use to see what kind of things are available on site at the different resorts?
Yeah, so it's going to vary by resort. Most of the time when you check in, there's going to be a QR code that you can scan. That's going to give you all of the daily activities. That's going to lead to either the branded app. So for example, Hilton, you'll be able to utilize your Hilton app and go through and see all the various activities there, or it'll bring you to the dedicated website. So for example, with the Hyatts, you're going to see a lot of the activities listed there on the website. You're going to see things like the hours for the restaurants. You're going to see the activities throughout the day. You'll be able to know that when you should be making reservations, where to make reservations, hotel map, etc. What's nice is not every restaurant is a reservations required. So you can do a lot of just walking into the restaurants at your leisure. So you don't have to worry about that pressure. They are available if you'd like to make reservations.
Now, speaking of restaurants and all, obviously different resorts based on size will have a different number of restaurants and a different number of food eating options. But I want to actually talk a little bit about folks that have dietary restrictions because it happens. I do have friends that have the need to be gluten free. I have other friends who choose to be vegan or choose to be vegetarian or pescatarian. So, what kind of options are offered at the Playa Resorts for people who have these different dietary restrictions by choice or by chance?
Yeah, across the board, we're able to accommodate all dietary restrictions. The best bet is to make sure that Scott, and then you will let me know so that I can let the hotel know. When we get to the property, they'll already be aware of these dietary restrictions. But to make sure, when you go to every restaurant, they will once again ask you to ensure that they have that information and that we can accommodate every single restriction that you do have. On the menus, you will also see the various logos for what is gluten friendly, gluten free friendly, what is vegan, what is vegetarian. We even have options where they'll mark, which options are keto if you're on that specific diet. So depending on the hotel, they have various options for that.
Well, that's all very good. There's no doubt about it. What would you say is the most overlooked, aspect of Playa Resorts? Or most underrated? What would you say is the thing that that you would like to set apart the resorts that you represent?
It's the people. I mean, when you look at any brand, there's the all-inclusive, there's the sun, there's the beach, there's the pool. Yeah, we have awesome water parks for the kids, but really when it comes down to it, it's the people and the service. So when you get down to the properties, you can feel that you are welcome there. You're going to get that excellent level of service. I just, every time I visit a property, it just feels like I'm coming home. But if we're looking at it from just a amenities standpoint, I would say that I think our attention to detail in terms of having something available for all ages is definitely something that we see at our family-friendly properties, and having something that's available for every budget, want, and need. Every vibe is accommodated, so we have lots of different options across the board.
Well, it sounds like a good time to be had by all, regardless of the destination choice you make. Obviously, most all of the resorts do have beach access, which is very important for a lot of folks. And the ones that don't, have a certain charm about them too. That's, certainly sets them apart. And I think the wide variety of brands under the umbrella is very good, because it gives my clients out there, choice. And again, if they're loyal to a brand, we can slot them into the brand they're loyal to. If they're not loyal to a brand, we can slot them in based on all the qualifying that I do for them. So it really works out great for everyone involved. So again, I thank you, Daniel, for being on board with us today.
Oh, my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Is there anything you want to add before we wrap up? Anything we missed, or did we cover everything?
I would encourage everyone to take a look at all the different properties. I would say that when you're looking at the various hotels, you're going to get amazing value as soon as you arrive into the destination. We have awesome food, and I think that that's one of the things that most people are a little bit wary on when they're looking at all inclusive. So it's not something you have to worry about when you're looking at our hotels. And I would encourage you to talk to Scott. He knows exactly what he's doing here. So he'll be able to tell you what's best in terms of what you're looking for. And, I'm happy. I'm your man, Scott. Whatever you need, I got you.
I really appreciate that. And again, certainly a look at the websites for Playa and the different resorts is great, but obviously in the end, I can get the same stuff for you for the same price or less. I can bundle your air, I can bundle activities and excursions, and I can do things that the website simply cannot do, just because you don't get my cell phone number. I mean, it's as simple as that. So as I like to say, and again, you do press upon value, and I always like to tell people that the price is what you pay and value is what you receive, and I think it's a really important distinction, and I'm glad that Playa Resorts works on a value-added basis. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, we do whatever we can to ensure an amazing experience for all of our guests, and we live up to our 3 pillars, and that we also provide that service from the heart, and that's the most important thing. Is provide. You'll see everybody on property, when they interact with you, they'll put their hand to their heart to let you know that we're giving you that service right from here.
Well, that's great. I really appreciate it. I look forward to doing some visitations of some of the resorts myself. And I just want to let everyone know this has been another edition of the Walters Wanderings Travel Podcast. Remember, 4 nights or more at any Playa Resort property, and I'll throw you $50 to use as a vacation credit You can use it for excursions. You can use it for spa treatments that might not be covered, or anything else you can think of. So I really appreciate it. Again, I thank you for listening, and we'll talk again soon. Take care, everyone, and have a great day.